Hey guys, Mr. Thibodeau coming at you with the practice set for lesson 99. So, describe each question or graph as an inverse variation or direct variation. Well, A and B, we can see those kind of shown. Direct variation, y divided by x equals k, right? Over here, y divided by x equals k. It's literally direct variation that is right out of the book. So direct. B, what does it say? B says x times y equals k. X times y equals k. Indirect. Okay. C, when one gets bigger, the other gets bigger. When one goes, the other goes higher. That's direct. And D, literally on the other page, we have the graph of as this one gets bigger, this one gets smaller. And as this one gets bigger, this one gets smaller. Okay? Indirect. Or inverse. I'm sorry, I keep saying indirect. I meant inverse. E, determine the variables in tables 1 and 2 are inversely proportional. So if this 1 to 6, now that one's gotten bigger, that's gotten smaller, boom, inverse. If one gets bigger and the other gets smaller, it's an inverse. That's as easy as it gets. 1 and 3, that got bigger, that also got smaller, so inverse. So 1 and 2 are both inverse. Okay, F. If it takes 3 people working at an equal rate 5 hours to complete a job, how long would it take 5 people to complete the same job? Well, I do not like this question because it assumes a lot. Generally, 5 people will make something faster, but they will not make it fast. It's not going to be a 1-for-1 ratio because adding one person gets the job done. Another person might cut it in half. 3, 4 people might make it easier, but it won't necessarily cut it in half again, or thirds even. Anyway, whatever. We'll just assume that we'll just treat it like math. How long would it take 5 people to complete the same job? So 3 people, 5 hours. 5 people, how many? So here it's 3/5, and we're trying to figure out 5x. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to cross multiply. 3x equals 25. Divide both sides by 3. And we're going to say 8 and 1/3 hour. Okay. So 8 1/3 of an hour. So 8 and 20 minutes. That doesn't make sense. It should be faster. What did I mess up here? Okay, I see what I did wrong here, right? So this is if it's I did a direct relationship, not an indirect relationship. So let's go ahead and let's look at one of our examples here. Okay. We want 2 variables increase and the product decreases. So if we have let's see. I guess what we would have to do here is you'd have to figure out how long it takes 3 people to each person. So 5 divided by 3 equals, it takes each person is doing 1 2/3 hour of work, right? So 1 2/3 hour is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. Now I have 5 people working at this rate of 1 hour and 40 minutes. So how long are they going to take to complete the same job? Well, less than an hour, right? Because if they get to 5 hours, it'd be 5 times 1.4. Okay. So less than an hour. If, let's see, so from here, I wish this worked out better, but 1.4 minutes per person. So for an hour. So let's do for a half hour. Let's break it down. Let's see how long. If they work a half hour, then each person is doing 70. No, it's cuts in 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so each person is doing 50 minutes. If you cut it in half, that doesn't help. No. What am I trying to do here? If there were 6 people, it would take 50 minutes. If there's 5 people, though, what's going to take just an hour? So 5/3, 5 hours, 3 people. That has to go down. I think I just have to change. So let's see. If I normally have 3, did they actually show us anywhere here? We know the product of number of robots time takes complete tasks is constant. Okay, so it seems like it's similar to this example here. So 10 robots, 8 hours to assemble a truckload of widgets. How long would it take 20 robots? Of course, that's a super easy one to do, but okay. So 10 times 8 equals 80. Okay, so here, we know that it takes 10 robots, 8 hours to assemble a truckload of widgets. So I guess 5 times, was it 15 in this case? They're doing 3 people, 5 hours. So now we do 15, and we're dividing that by, that doesn't make sense. 3 people, 5 hours. How long would it take 5 people? Oh, 3 hours. Duh, I'm so stupid. It takes 3 hours. Okay, yep. Oh boy, Mr. Thibodeau's getting real confused there. Yep, that should have been way easier, guys. I don't know why I was getting so confused by that. 3 people, 5 hours, 5 people, 3 hours. That's Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Um, I don't know what I was doing that I was getting so confused with. All right, well, yeah, Mr. Thibodeau messed that one up. Uh, G. The volume of an air in a balloon and the air pressure in the balloon are inversely proportional. Okay, if the balloon is squeezed to half its original volume, by what factor does the air pressure increase? By 2, right? Inverse. So if one's half, the other one is increasing by 2. So one's getting smaller by half, the other one must be multiplying by 2. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that brain fart in the middle there. Have a good